Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Set. Hey, Lobo. 50, huh? Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And here we go again.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep on. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Smallwood. Past the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over
All
first
day,
and
baby,
10
all day.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, a run with Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give to Smallwood out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hatch it.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. He's got his man here. It's Green. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 10 Lobo. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
They'll run with Smallwood. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Second and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26. Set up.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On,
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
45's the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
45.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One of the advantages of zone defenses I remembered is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A pitch out to Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Let's go, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, Haywood.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
6 guys.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Hey, go 368.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Dalton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson down. Gonna throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, D. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the lead is down to 24. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go. Let's go.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I'm coming.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Coming this way.
On third down, Jackson looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson. And the Bengals will get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to get...
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Wendell Smallwood. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And able to find Green. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check 45.
Again, Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3 down.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Not running. Dalton wants to throw, and it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll come out in the pistol. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as... And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, it's at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.